What's up, y'all? We back. Um, I want to talk to the men today, or in this video. Whether you're a young man, you could be in college, you could already have your own family, or you could just be a single man who's, in your 30s or 40s. I want to tell y'all the reason why I feel like women don't respect men, and the reason why women hate men these days. And the reason why I feel that's the case is because men have become weak. And when I say men have become weak, I'm not talking about the fact that patriarchy is declining and is being destroyed. It needs to be destroyed because a lot of what patriarchy has done, it has not only affected women in a major way or in a negative way, but men as well. Because a lot of good men get a bad rap because of patriarchy. But what I'm talking about is men have forgot how to be men. Men have forgot to have integrity, self-respect, and boundaries for themselves first. And they've allowed women to dictate to them how they should live their life, how they should run the family, the household, and how they should represent themselves in public. A lot of men out here have dug themselves so deep in their hole of lust that they become weak. And when they see a woman or when they're around a woman, they are weak. They act childlike. They're like a kid in a candy store. And when they're around that woman, flesh is all they see. Flesh is all they look forward to. Her flesh. He wants to connect with her. He's imagining himself with her butt naked and having passionate sex with her. But while he's imagining that, while with her, building with her, connecting with her, having good conversations with her, because that's the only thing that's solely on your mind, she's able to control you. And she's able to dictate to you how she wants you to be in order for her to keep opening herself up to you. So that's why I say the integrity has disappeared between men, because just like women have become desperate for attention more and more these days, men have been more and more desperate for sex and having intimacy with a woman. And I feel like it's not balanced. It's gotten to the point where women, they're not even doing it for the men when they're trying to get the attention. They're doing this because of they're so deep in their insecurities and their self-hate for themselves, even though they act like they got it together and they're confident in themselves. No, they're not, because they keep changing their identity around. They keep looking different every other day. Y'all change more than clowns. But while women are so deeply trapped in their insecurities and their self-hate, they can't really look themselves in the mirror, so they have to keep always transforming themselves. These men are getting these men are getting more and more deep in their lust, and the lust in them is breaking up families. Their lust is the reason why there's more broken homes, because they're just lusting and lusting and lusting, and then you men are lusting for the wrong women. That you're offering money to these women, and you want to be trick daddy, and you want to floss for them to just to get them in your life, and then once you get to have sex with them and build a little relationship with them, then you start realizing, figuring out like, dang, man, we ain't got shit in common, man. Why'd I even mess with this chick? And that's what the pattern is. Men are just constantly mating and mating and mating, but they're not building any unions. They're not building any structure. There's no structure with men these days. Men don't know how to bring structure to the household because they're so busy looking for the next tail. They're so busy looking for the next piece of ass to jump on, instead of just focusing on that one piece of ass, and just growing with that and creating children out of that ass. Not to be literal, but it's like women are not satisfied with having everything. Women will never be happy with having everything. And men are not satisfied with having one woman or being loyal and faithful. I'm not saying all men have this problem now. Not all men are the same. But I'm just talking about in general. We have more men who are still childlike and still running around like little boys, tricking and thirsting for women who are thirst trapping. Like, think of the word thirst trap. There are some women out there who would trap you with how they will present themselves to you in public and on the internet, social media. You will lust and thirst for her, and then that's when she traps you. And you're going to keep thirsting for her until you enter, until you're really trapped, until you enter her, until you put money in her, which is a violation, especially when you put in violation for her into her for sexual favors. So you already discredited yourself as a man with integrity when I don't give a damn how much. Come on, it ain't tricking if you got it. Yeah, it is tricking, nigga. What you mean? I ain't never tricked $1 off to a woman for some sex. But you clowns out here, y'all are so desperate to connect with a woman that y'all like on the outside, even though you don't even know she could be a demon on the inside, but on the outside she look like a queen, a princess. So you would risk your own integrity and your own self-respect just to connect your world to her world, not realizing that she might have a whole lot of different worlds in her. She might not just have her one world. She got other different worlds. So it's like you men, y'all ignore the women who respect themselves, who have class, who ain't showing their ass to any and everybody. Y'all pass on them, but then the women that got all these long eyelashes, fake hair, fake nails, fake persona. I mean, it's just so fake. It's phony. Y'all like that. And y'all have babies with them type of women. Y'all try to wife that. And then you wonder what's wrong. Then you start questioning what's wrong with women. Or you start wondering why you dealing with what you're dealing with. Well, you were blinded. Your lust blinded you from seeing what type of person you were involving yourself with. So the changes that have to be made with men is men got to take back their light. Men got to take back their power. If it got to be semen retention, whatever the case may be, men got to take back their power, because men are giving away their power too much. Men are giving away their life source to women. Women are taking that life source, using it to their advantage to bring forth profit, so she can live a comfortable life and not have to really do a whole lot. I'm not saying all women do this, but there's a lot of you women out here men out here who are impregnating women and you are setting them up. They're set for life now. Y'all don't even realize how powerful y'all's spirit is. You know what spirit I'm talking about? SPERM. But that's not even the key. The key is your attitude. The key is your attitude towards yourself. You got to ask yourself, do you love yourself? Do you respect yourself when you put yourself out there like that to these women? When you trick your money off to these women and you're lusting after all of these women who are thirst trapping you. And once you get trapped, now you got multiple babies from different women. You got legal problems from multiple different women. You got insecurity problems now because of all these different women who have been getting in your head, who really don't like you, who really didn't really care for you like that. They've been putting you down. They're lowering your self-esteem because they keep telling you what you ain't. You ain't this, you ain't that. And it's been drilled in your subconscious mind because of the women you've associated yourself with. When you knew those women were trash anyway, but because of your lust for them, because they presented themselves to trap you, to trap your thirst, now you're resenting not only them, but you're resenting yourself now. Now you don't even know what your place is in the world. You don't know what type of qualifications you have for a woman that you actually really desire now, because you're still a bottom feeder off these bottom feeding hoes, in which you see what they're doing. You see they ain't no good. You see they ain't about nothing. But because of your lust and because you are trapped, you are thirst trapped, you have no other choice but to be a slave to a woman's vagina. So all I'm saying is this, man. Do whatever you have to do to take your power back. The only reason why you can't find a good quality woman is because your lust is not bringing you good quality perception. Your lust is not helping you to see the woman for what she is. But if you walked in your own light and you looked at her in her eyes, instead of looking at her in her body and undressing her with your eyes, if you can look at her first and just scan her, read her energy, it will tell you everything you need to know about her. But you can't lust first. Observe first. Scan first. Download her first. Don't envision yourself having sex with her first, because you just forfeited your chance to even qualify yourself to have her respect. She's not gonna respect you because a woman can see when she knows when you're lusting or not. So it's up to you, man. You make the decision. You have the power. You just have to use it and control it.